Hello children, welcome to our world through English. So today we are having a beautiful lesson. So in the previous class we completed about the story how the goblet was feeling inside her and how the goblet felt when the goblet has given a perfect shape, right? We discussed everything clearly in the previous class, how the goblet felt when it has been received by the potter. Right? We discussed that in the previous class, and today we are going to have another beautiful lesson. Maybe who are well known about dancers, all many have been dancers. Most of the time you have been performed in this parade ground, right? Police parade ground. You have been performing your dance shows many times. In the school you have performed the dance. So it was related to art and culture. The theme of the unit is art and culture. So the first we discussed about the handlooms, about icots, the handlooms and the cloth and the designs we discussed in the first lesson. And the second we discussed about one more art that is called making goblets, making pots. We discussed that is second one. And the third we are going to learn one of the beautiful art which was been recognized all over the world. So that was a beautiful art that we are going to discuss in today's lesson, that is called Maestro with a Mission. So maybe you can feel that Maestro means not our Honda Maestro. Somebody will feel that Maestro means a bike name. So what is the meaning of the Maestro? First, when you're talking about something, I said many times, when you're talking about something, first what we should know? We should know about the meaning of it, right? So first we should know about the meaning. So here Maestro means a performer of a dance. We can say Maestro with a mission. A mission. Mission means what? If you watch movies, Mission Impossible, 8th class children, most of the children, you know the movies of Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So everybody knows that. Okay. So what is the meaning of these two words? A performer, especially dance. A mission. Mission means what? A task or an assignment. So a performer with a mission. So who is that performer and what was his mission? That we are going to discuss in today's class. This was a wonderful lesson. Talks about one of the master of our dance performer, and we already said, I said that many professions we have, many professions. Doctor is only not the highest profession in the world. Somebody will say that a doctor is the highest profession in the world. And engineering. Next somebody will say that IAS. Somebody will say IPS. Somebody want to become a social service. So many words there. I already said one word, children. Try to remember that. Professions won't make you high. Right? Professions are just professions. Many were there. But what we contributed, the dedication what we kept in that field will make it to become high. If everybody becomes doctor, who will become engineer? We discussed that in the same about what we call his lesson, Hafiz the contractor, the treasure within, part 1, part 2, right? There we discuss, if all become doctors, what about engineers? If all become engineers, what about doctors? If all become doctors, engineers, what about dancers, magicians? We need everybody in our life. For example, imagine the day without municipal workers. How we will feel? The total town will be dirty. Commonly it was dirty. If they were not there, total it will be more dirty. So we need everybody in our life. So everybody have their responsibilities, their roles. So who will be recognized? Who will for example, we have many singers in the world. But why we remember, especially from India, why we'll only identify, why we given a great tribute to S.P. Balasubramaniam? Because he done his level best to the field. So many singers were there, but he has been recognized because of his contribution, his dedication to the field of music. We have many politicians. Why we still remember Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India? Why? Because he done many things to the society. He given medical colleges, he given universities, IITs, NITs, a big DRDO and ISRO. So all the defense organization system, so everything has been developed by him. So we are still recognizing him. We have many presidents, and why we are calling only Abdul Kalam as the people's president, and why we are still remembering him on his birth anniversaries, why we are celebrating his every birth anniversary and his death anniversary, why he was being recognized. And we have many dancers, and why we still remember Michael Jackson. Everybody remembers. We in our days, in our olden days, means when we are in the young stage, my fathers, they know Michael Jackson, and we are the fans of Michael Jackson. Why everybody loves Michael Jackson? And you also know Michael Jackson. Why he has been recognized? Because what the dedication and what they have been contributed for that field, that made them to be recognized. That made them to be recognized. So that was very, very important, children. That was very, very important. So professions won't make you high. That won't give you prize. What you have been dedicated to it. We have many captains. Why we are still remembering MS Dhoni? Because the contribution he made to get a ICC World Cup, ICC 2020 World Cup, ICC Champions Trophy. Why? The contribution. He had given something to us. So that made him to be recognized. So what we had given, that will make you to be recognized. So that was very, very important, children. Never consider that this profession is highest, that profession is highest. All professions we need. Every profession has their own work. One day, the fingers have started fighting. Fingers started fighting. One finger saying that little finger, I am important than you all. He saying I am important than you all. He saying everybody was fighting, I am important. So then the discussion was going on. Hello. Without me, you are all nothing. What he was, I am the first finger, I am the thumb, I am the important finger. If they want to any thumb impression or if they want to place anything, they need my finger only. They don't want your finger, they will take only the thumb. And second, he said, if anyone does anything, if anyone done anything, a warning, this will be very, very important. And next third one saying that, oh, this is very, very important. This is a finger where you used to keep your all those things, ornaments, all this is very, very important. And fourth finger was saying that I am very, very important, because during the occasions, during the marriages, they will make the ring to this finger. And the last little finger don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. And it is saying that, of course, you have all the great things. You are feeling that everyone is important. You are saying that you are important, you are important, you are important. But without me, you are all nothing. Without me, you are all nothing. The little finger said. The little finger said, without me, you are all nothing. So everybody have their own talent. So every profession is important and every talent is important. Every, even dance, singing, music, art, dance, or any occupation or teaching or profession or make, all the things are important. Everything is important. So never underestimate. There was a dialogue, never underestimate the power of a common man. The same thing, never underestimate any profession. Every profession is needed in this world. So here we have a performer and he is having a mission, a task and an assignment. What was his mission? What was his vision? For example, if you look at our Telangana state, your Telangana state, there we will have a mission Bhagirath, mission Kakatiya, right? That is to give water to all the people in Telangana state, all over the Telangana state. So it has been started before 5 years. So it is a mission, it is having a task. That is, we have started in the 2014-15. So we have to reach by 2015 or 2021, 2030. So we have some separate time. So in that we have to reach the task. So everybody have a task or assignment. When you are having in the school, you will get some assignments, right? So try to complete the project work, so you will get some works, so you should complete. So until complete the work, you should go on working. For example, in English, you got a project work, that is to collect information regarding all the projects in our India, major projects in India, means big reservoirs, big dams. So you have been written about Nagarjuna Sagar and Sri Sailam, means same. So you didn't like the Dhavaleshwaram Dam. So like that you didn't 2-3 times. Dadra Nagar Haveli. So you given some rivers and the explanation. So until complete that you have to go on it. The same thing here, we are having a Maestro here and he is having a mission. What was his mission? What he was going to do, that I am going to teach you here. It was a small story, and especially not a story, it's the real life of a famous dancer. So the life has been started, how and where and how it has been end. Let us read here in this beautiful story, Master with a Mission. The 18-year-old lad lad means child. So what are the words I was writing on the board? That was very important. You know very well, because it will come in the examination. So every lad, the 18-year-old lad, a dropout from the school, left his house just 2 rupees in order to realize a dream. So now we are finding a man, 18-year-old. How many years, man? 18 years. 18 years old boy left house with 2 rupees. With two rupees in hand, that is, in order to realize a dream, means in order to accomplish, in order to complete his dream. What was his dream? Who is that man? And why he left the house? In which situation? What are the consequences made the 18-year-old boy to leave his house? Let us discuss. It was the passionate dream he was driven by. So he is having a passionate dream. Nobody have that dream ever. Nobody dreamt that in their life. But this 18-year-old boy dreamt that one. This 18-year-old boy dreamed about it. What was his dream? And he was driven by it. I have to do something in my life. So he is having something in his mind, and he is having a dream in his mind, especially we want to talk it. He is having a dream in his mind. So what was his dream? What made him to leave the house with 2 rupees in hand? An 18-year young man, a boy, to leave the house with a dream in his mind, with an idea in his mind. What was the dream? Why nobody had never thought about the dream? Why the dream was so special? Why the dream was so passionate? What made the dream to be highlighted? Let us understand what was the dream. He wanted to elevate elevate. Do you know what is the meaning of elevate? Simple, children. You no need to worry about English words. Just if you don't know any meaning, what I said, no, from full stop to full stop, you read and you will get meaning. Or else simply here, see here, elevate. What is the meaning of elevate? You know, elevator we will use. Elevator means to make it high, to rise. So here see, he wanted to elevate the status of an art. Rise. So here, he wanted to elevate the status of an art form he had learned from his great gurus. So what was his dream, you know? He wanted to elevate, he wanted to rise, he wanted to develop, he wanted to make high what he learned from his great gurus. He learned one art form. He learned one art form, and his dream was to elevate that art form. To elevate that art form. For example, you know something, so you done something to develop the art. For example, I know teaching. So to develop my teaching, I created some different techniques, and I said different tips how to teach efficiently. So with that, I become famous. I done something for teaching field. Same thing like that. Here we have a man, 18-year-old boy, and who left his house with 2 rupees, having a dream in his mind, especially passionate dream. And what was the passionate dream means? He wanted to elevate. He wanted to elevate an art form, the status of an art form, what he learned from his great gurus. So what was the art form? Who was he? Let us see here. He decided to dedicate his life. I said, no, what professions won't make you, the dedication what you kept on the profession will make you become high. So here he decided to dedicate his life for the enrichment of that art form. So he wanted to elevate that, and for that elevation he done something. What he done, you know? He dedicated his entire life. He dedicated his entire life for the development of the art form. If you are looking at house, for that house there will be elevation means outside top one, that is called elevation. So he wanted to elevate that art form. That was the dream of the 18-year-old boy. And what he had done, he dedicated his entire life. Children, it is very, very important. If you want to get something in your life, if you want to achieve something in your life, we need dedication in our life. This is very, very important. Maybe we have seen in our school books also, there will be one word, dedication. So this is very, very important. He wanted to develop this art form. He wanted to encourage, he wanted to develop this art form, and he wanted to, he wanted to elevate that art form. For that, he learned only one thing. He decided he wanted to dedicate his entire life for the enrichment, development of that art form, enrichment of that art form. These are all same words, synonyms. Development of this art form. Who is he? What he had done? Let us read now. He had left. The lad left his house for Madras, now called Chennai, about 400 kilometers away from his place. So now he started from his house with 2 rupees. "400 kilometers to Madras." At the time, both are same states. Madras means Tamil Nadu and Andhra Telangana are same, all same states. So long back. So later Tamil Nadu and Andhra separated, and later Andhra and Telangana has been bifurcated. So here from this house he left for Madras, which is 400 kilometers away from his home house. So the place where he started was a village about 50 kilometers from Vijayawada in Krishna district. So he is very known for the Andhra people, and it was very near to my native place where I was been born and where I lived. It was very near to my own native place where I was born, my mother's mother home place. So it was very near, 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada in Krishna district. He walked all the way on his way. He fed himself on plantations and water. Finding the condition of the land, a station master at Venkatachalam offered him a full meal. So we know that he started from his house, from Vijayawada railway station, he started to Chennai. So he was going to Chennai. At the time, 2 rupees. That for his livelihood. So he was not eating anything. There was no food. So he was drinking water at a railway platform and taking the plants which was available there. So one station master has been observed him. His name is Venkatachalam. At the station of Venkatachalam place, there is a place name at Venkatachalam, offered him a full meal. So a station master looked at him and said that, hey, don't worry, small boy, take this food. And he given full meal and he ate and he started his journey back. So here you can understand, children, here 18-year-old man with 2 rupees in his hand, and he left house which was 400 kilometers away from his homeland, and he reached Vijayawada. From there to he is going back to Chennai, means Madras. So there you can understand the passion in his mind. He decided that I have to develop it. I want to elevate one art form because I learned something from a great gurus. So I want to elevate it. I want to develop it. I want to reach in high position. I want to rise the position of the art form, status of art form. So with that dedication, with that commitment, with that discipline, with that dedication, he left the house, 18-year-old man, without eating anything, without having any food. He was traveling on the journeys. At the time, at the one station master given full feed, and he was full happy. And where are you going, dear? The station master asked. So now the station master asked him and asked the question, that is, tell me, my dear boy, where are you going? Why are you waiting here? You are not. We are looking very sick. Tell me, what is your dream? Where are you going? Now he said, no reply came. He had not said any single word. The lad looked at the endless sky. So what he said, if anyone asks, he looked like this. So for example, when you were in the school, teacher given a homework that to read one question and to come back to school. So you came the next day, you not got the question. Teacher asked you to say the answer. Then what you will do? You will look at like this, or look down. Down means shame. Up means pride, proud. Yes or no? When you done something, you look like this. Yes, I have achieved something in my life. So we will raise our head. When you not done anything, shame, fellows. Right? Down, shame. Up, right. So he is having a proud moment in his mind. So to he rise like this endless sky. The lad was, what was his name means, now we are going to know. That is Vempatichina Satyam. As a famous person, maybe you don't know about him. You can search, you can Google it. Vempatichina Satyam. Vempati is the surname. Vempati. In English, Vempati we will call, but the exact pronunciation of the word Vempati China Satyam. Okay, his name is Vempati China Satyam, who later come to know as Dr. Vempati China Satyam, and the place where he started from was Kuchipudi, and the art form he passionate was about Kuchipudi. So now what was the art form here is Kuchipudi. And you know children, one more important thing here. The village name here is Kuchipudi. The name of the village also Kuchipudi, and the art form what he learned, that is called Kuchipudi. We know that Kuchipudi dance. Kuchipudi dance, we will know dancers. You know very well Kuchipudi sir, we know Kuchipudi, we know Bharatanatyam. So everybody will perform that. Okay. So the art form what he learned, that is Kuchipudi. So to develop that Kuchipudi, he came out from the house. That man name is called Dr. Vempati. Now he is called as Dr. Vempatichana Satyam, and his original name is Vempatichana Satyam, who left his house with 2 rupees when he was 18 years old, which was 400 kilometers away from his home to Madras, with 2 rupees. And finally he reached his something in his life. That was a great successful story of Dr. Vempatichana Satyam. Let us read here. All the story about Satyam and Kuchipudi become meaningless if we are really don't know certain facts about Kuchipudi. So this is very, very important. This entire story what we are going to know about is Dr. Vempatichana Satyam. If you are a Kuchipudi dancer, if you are a dancer, of course you should learn about Vempatichana Satyam, because he had developed it. For example, when you are learning something, when you are learning, if you are learning English, means your teachers had taught you, so you will remember the teacher. Yes, because of the teacher I learned this, because of that teacher I learned this one. So you can say, because you need some teacher, right? So at the same time you should learn at who given that. For example, we are enjoying the beautiful nature now, or you are enjoying the mobile phones. You should know who created the mobile phone. We are talking on mobile phones. We know that Graham Bell has been invented at the mobile landline, a telephone first, right? So like that we should know that who was the creator, because we are using something means we should know about the creator. We should know about the manufacturer. We should know about the who created that, who invented that something. So we need to know everything what we are using nowadays. The same thing, children. You are many of you are having dance talent. Many of you are performing dances during your school, our school days, or for example any Independence Day, Republic Day, sometimes, or for example Children's Day, Teachers Day, or any other farewell days, or any fresher days, or some other occasions. We are performing dances, right? So when you are performing a dances, you should know definitely. You must know. There is no obligation. You must learn about this man, Vempatichana Satyam. Why we are still all getting all these dance forms? We need some person to be recognized, right? For example, a helicopter shot. When we are playing cricket, everybody will play helicopter shot like Dhoni, because he created that. Whoever using the shot, they will remember as MS Dhoni. So same thing, when we are practicing something, we should know about the creator. Without him, nothing. So when you are practicing dance, if you are a dancer, of course you should know about Dr. Vempatichana Satyam. Why? Because he left his house when he was 18 years old. The story you should know. When you are learning Kuchipudi, you should know about Vempatichana Satyam. That is very, very important and very, very prominent. If you don't know about Kuchipudi, if you don't know about Vempati, that is waste, meaningless. So you should learn. One is about Vempatichana Satyam. Why? Because he left his house at the age of 18 years with his 2 rupees, and he has a passionate dream in his mind, and he decided to dedicate his life for the art form what he learned from his gurus. So what was the art form? Means Kuchipudi. From Kuchipudi to Madras he left, and he decided to dedicate his life to develop, to elevate, and for the enrichment of the art form what he learned. So let us learn the story in the tomorrow's class. I hope you understood and you enjoyed. Meet in the next class. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and bye-bye.